Hey, it's Droid again. Looks like everything's working okay. So let's see. What am I going to talk about though? Well, there were some things I was going to do in the last visit that I didn't do this time. Maybe the only one really was to go to the old Middle Oregon. Thanks, by the way. Thank you. You are unoriginal. You are one of the OGs. I know it. I know you're one of the original people to watch this channel and enjoy my maps. Or you're new, which would be awesome too. I really appreciate you either way. So this is where you start in the map, in this little homage to Pioneer Square in Portland, Oregon. Let's see. It seems like I know I did a walk and talk in this map before, so maybe there's not that much to talk about. We should try this mini parkour though, shouldn't we? Let's see here. Da-da-da-da. Now, can you get up to this last one? Oh, I got it. And then to get up to this one, you got to crouch. And then we're there. So yeah, Middle Oregon. This is a map that, you start right here. This is the natural spawn next to this water and across from all these spruce trees. Hey, let's go this way. Let's move it, Wolfie. There's Middle Oregon, not a popular map, but you guys did like Untitled Taiga 3, so that's the one that really was probably helpful. That's one of the first maps, I think the first map where I had a mending villager. Oops. Mending and unbreaking villager ready to go. Our new map, Spooky Mansion 2, will also have that. That's coming out soon. I think September 25th. I'm just going to go with September 25th. It's about ready, almost ready, but we're going to make some videos. Oh, there's the KOIN Tower. Yeah, we're going to do some new videos and try to build it up a little bit. And then it'll come out September 25th. And then just a little bit after that, I'll put out Spooky Mansion TV if I decide to finish it. Here's our crazy wheat fields. I thought it would, it kind of represents the rolling fields of crops that you see in Oregon. There's the KOIN Tower over there. Let's see. Let's just go this way. What we're seeing here is not just a new install of Middle Oregon, by the way. This is the one that I kept working on after I released the map. So this structure here is the foundation of what I wanted to have, be a big lodge, like a log. See how these logs make the roof? I wanted to use logs like that to build the whole building and have it be 4 stories high and just huge. Big lodge. Let's go up and see it real quick. And then maybe we'll talk about this KOIN Tower. Again, I know I've done a video about this. Maybe I should put that somewhere and you can go watch that oldie, but definitely have talked about Middle Oregon before. Let's just look at this platform. You see kind of what I was going for. The railing here, this is I thought it would have a big porch all the way around. And then this is the wall. So yeah, that size and then 4 stories. And, I just like to build big things. KOIN Tower is one of the, gotta be clearly one of the biggest things I've ever built. Gosh, that looks cool. I like those new vibrant visuals. I would love to hear what you think, though. Vibrant visuals been a pain in your butt, or are you sad because your Nintendo Switch doesn't have them, or you think they're cool even at least on my screen? Anyway, here is the ground floor of the KOIN Tower in Middle Oregon. The Salmon Suites is what I call the area where our very well protected Unbreaking 3 and Mending villagers. And this is not true, actually. It says breaking these lecterns spelled wrong will reset librarians, but it doesn't. Maybe I thought it did at the time and was wrong, or maybe it used to, and that's what I'm going to go with. Maybe it used to. I may be the creator of over 30 Minecraft maps put out to the world, but that doesn't mean that I know all that much about how the game really works. Let's take a look at the TV studio. The original idea for the map was just to make a green screen studio and call the map TV studio. So I thought I'd squeeze one in here, since there is in fact a TV studio in the KOIN Tower. In fact, KOIN is the TV station. KOIN TV. Needs a lot more. I had an idea, I think, at one time that I was going to like actually record some content in here, like have a TV show that is recorded here. So I guess that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But have I talked about this library anytime recently? I did. I was kind of enamored with ChatGPT. And I think ChatGPT 4 was just out. Let's see, Legit Survival, Oregon. I don't know. Most of these were written by ChatGPT based on my prompts. But I thought it was cool. I thought, hey, I've always wanted to have a library in Minecraft. And I was able to make a whole bunch of books for it very easily. You know, maybe we should see, what do we have here? Just randomly look at this. We have Planet 1138 Volume 3. Let's see what Volume 1 says. Oh yeah, this is the story of Anakin. My original sort of inspiration for Planet 1138 was, I thought Anakin Skywalker as a 12-year-old crash lands on the planet, and that's kind of how the story goes. But all right, you know, there's a passage over here. A lot about my maps. I don't know. That's not a lot. You have to really explore and figure it out on your own. I'm not a professional game designer, you know. I'm basically, here's the secret, building my own stuff that may interest me and then putting it out there. But having the additional challenge of trying to make it, you know, interesting for people, it's fun. I like doing this. Anyway, so going down to go up in the KOIN Tower to the roller coaster section. Oh yeah. Yep, I still love that. I like you can go, ooh. Okay. Let's see, where are we getting in? Here we go. We're going to hop in here and I'll show you. If you have downloaded Middle Oregon, or you're going to, there's a thing you want to do to sort of fix this this jump here. It's going to take you right out. Hey, holy crap, I'm going to die. I'm definitely going to die. I don't die, but I will die if I stay in the thing. So I got to hop out. But that's only because I installed this deeper section. The way I left the map, there was just a 1 block deep puddle here. So if you and a friend took it at the same time, you would land, and then if you hopped out and didn't break your cart right away, your friend will land on that cart and they will die. So, you know, if I've killed anybody, I'm sorry. But that's how you fix it. You make that a little deeper. You know, or build more roller coaster. Have it land on some more track. Okay, so I think that's all I want to talk about with Middle Oregon, and I've been talking for, already like 10 minutes. So let's just get out of this. We'll look at one more map and call it episode 2, because I really want to do these every week. I want them to come out every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So, okay, we talked about Middle Oregon. We looked at the island, flew around on the gas. That was cool. We talked about the castle. Time machine is cool. Let's look at some of the chests in here, because I talked about this map, but I didn't show you really what's in here. So there, you know, someone once said my stuff is sorted weirdly, and that's just because it just makes sense to me. But I started putting signs after that, and so you can get a sense just by reading, of course, what's in here. But what I would like to point out is things like diamond swords. Here's a ton of them. Rarities, top rarities, 3 beacons sitting there ready to be used. Oh, but what would you do to get all the stuff for it? Well, I'll bet you would look for all the iron and maybe all the gold and the emeralds. No trouble making those beacons. Lots of netherite tools. There's plenty of netherite armor, some of it trimmed out. Looks really cool. Anyway, so just anything you could think of that's in the game. I tried to gather quantities of it and bring it here and put it in a shulker box. Sea lanterns. Man, that sure came in handy, you know? And then we have just the junky type stuff, you know? Plenty of that too. All sand. This is all sand down here. And as a matter of fact, this spot happened to preserve a tiny little slice of Planet 1138, including Sir Salmon's alley that I saved a long time ago. Yeah, so that's it. And just a little tiny bit, and that's just this one chunk. But it's fun that it still exists. Let's get out of this one. I think maybe I'll open one more thing, something that I didn't have a plan to open. No. Oh, I know. What I'm currently working on. I like to have our stuff on the realm because it backs up all the time, and I can open it on the Xbox downstairs, the Switch. I can have a second device open, growing crops with a side, with a second account. It's great and easy, non-technical. That's required for me. It helps. Okay, here we are in base 1. What have I changed since? Well, let's sleep. Oh, we never looked at the villagers. Let's take a look at those guys. I've noticed, side note, I've noticed that paintings don't seem to want to stay on the walls on realms, which is unfortunate because I had this nicely decorated. But anyway, yeah, these guys, they're all named. I think they're all named. Yeah, Boo Mulligan has Blast Protection 4. Uncle Brick has Unbreaking 3. Trey Mendes has Mending Books. Posh Lazuli has Fortune 3 books. And Alfred Labela has name tags. A couple of them have name tags. Yeah. Happy with this little group of librarians. They seem to be pretty happy too. Hey, it'd be nice to give them a little more quarters to live in. But what are you going to do? So when I want to make another villager, you know what you do. You make a bed, and if there's one I don't like, then I can scooch him on into here, push him in the corner, and go boop, and he goes down here. Oh, there's a fish down there. How fun is that? He comes down here, and I would have a boat waiting for him, and then we swim out together like this. Can't quite get a swim going. He usually pops out of the boat. I get him back in the boat, and I take him about 150 meters that way. In a little side village, which is actually not really a village, it's just them sitting in boats. But that's the intent. That's the intent. Okay, let's also look at our crops, because I've been doing a lot of growing these, sugarcane to trade with these guys, right? And then also, wheat, so we can feed them bread, keep them happy. Man, that is ready. Huh. I think that's it. I think I'm going to stop right there. It's been, it's fun to do this, and I enjoy getting some of my words out there, even if I'm just making it up as I go along. I don't know. I get the feeling that's what you want me to do, is just make stuff up and just start talking about maps. But then again, who am I to know what you want? You know who could really tell me what you want? You. So please leave something in the comments. Let me know anything that you like about this. Anything you don't is fine. You can tell me that too if you really want to. But suggestions, creative suggestions for stuff that might make sense for Legit Survival podcast / series. Thanks again, and don't forget, keep it legit.